What's going on, everybody? It's Keymaster 84 coming at you guys today with a brand new video, Daily Dose. We are having fun today, guys, playing a little Blackout. Having a little fun in it. Pretty good clip from the game. Hope you guys enjoy. It is, we're playing pretty well on this one. Anyways, guys, what I want to talk to you guys today about is censorship in video games. Now, normally it's not a huge topic because typically video games, I feel like, are given a fairly clean pass at most things. There are a few times where censorship comes in, but I mean, typically for the most part, you don't see a ton of censorship within video games. But I was reading this article, and the article was all about Cyberpunk 2077 and how this is going to be something that might be coming to light because of that particular game. And in that particular game, Cyberpunk has a very, what's the best way to put it? A very certain feel to it. The genre itself already has a kind of tone to it. That if you're going to do Cyberpunk, that's just what you have to do. There's no choice about it. Just because that's the way the genre has been made over so many years, that you wouldn't be able to change it. And so it's definitely interesting, something to think about, because Cyberpunk, they will definitely, if anybody's gonna skirt, whatever you want to call it, they're gonna toe that line as far as like what we can and what we can't do. CD Projekt Red and the team behind Cyberpunk is going to be that team, just because they're going to make the game that they want to make, not I guess we'll make this. You know what I mean? They're going to make what they want to do, not what somebody else wants them to do. And so I think that this could be the beginning of many games, especially as we start. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of not necessarily taking a step back or anything like that, but I think the advent of really great story-driven games is definitely something that's kind of making a comeback after being down for so long. For a while there was no narrative-driven, story-driven content. It was all, games like, Call of Duty, Halo, stuff like that. There wasn't a lot of narrative-driven games. And now we got the battle royale genres and whatnot, and so there wasn't. There's some people don't like that particular genre, and it is sad to say, but that narrative-driven, story-driven content still does have a place in gaming, without a doubt in my mind. But it is going to be definitely something that's going to be hard. Like the next Wolfenstein, I think, is honestly going to have a hard time coming out, just because of the climate that we're in right now, and what people want to see and what they don't want to see, and what they want to see in their games and things like that. I could just see people freaking out about certain things within that game. That game does typically push it pretty far. Sorry, guys. I did not yawn once before I started this video, and then all of a sudden I start the video. It's like, oh, you want to yawn all the time now. Thanks, body. But it is an interesting thing to think about. I personally think that video games, as long as they are rated correctly, should be able to do whatever they want, as long as they're within the rating that they're given. The problem is that most parents and grandparents and people don't pay attention to the ratings. They don't look at the ratings. They don't even care about the ratings. I did a stint at GameStop, like everybody else in game who loves games, because what better way to get money off a game than work at GameStop? And there'd be people who would come in and buy 10-year-old Timmy a copy of Grand Theft Auto, and it's just like, ma'am, you realize that this is a mature rated game, correct? 17 plus. Oh yeah. Just buy it for him. Just buy it for him. But these are also the same people that would be the first people to say, "Oh my God, I can't believe people are playing these games. This is so ridiculous." And it's like, well, maybe if you paid attention to what little Timmy was playing, you wouldn't be in this mess to begin with. And that's just something from my point of view, something I've noticed in my gaming travels, as we'll say, is that people just don't. What's the best way to put this? We put ratings on the games, but people just, if their kid wants it and it's easier for them to just give them that game, then they're just going to give them the game. They don't care about the rating at that point. And it sucks, but it's true. Because then you have games like Grand Theft Auto, Cyberpunk 2077, these games that push the edge as far as what you're allowed to do, given a certain rating, and they toe that and they push that and they take it to the extreme, and and it would really be, it's just really interesting to see what will happen over the next few years as far as gaming goes with some of these more pushier titles content wise. And I just feel like if the game's rated correctly and the game goes through the process and gets rated the way it's supposed to be rated and goes through the ESRB and and all that jibber jab, I think they should be allowed to put whatever rating or put whatever content they want within the game. Now, if we start getting into, they pushed the envelope on this, they did that, the other thing, and like that's not cool. Well, that's a different kind of conversation. But I think since it is basically a piece of art, I think we should be allowed to push the envelope on these kinds of games, and kind of really think about what we're doing and make this, because like if Cyberpunk gets censored, okay, that's fine. It's one game, one time. Okay, but then what happens when The Witcher? And then what happens when Assassin's Creed? And then what happens when Black Ops? And then what happens when whichever games come next, really, in this situation? Once there's a precedent for it, once one game starts really going down that path, it's over. Everybody will start doing that, and it's unfortunate and it's really sad, and it is what it is, but there's nothing we can really do about it, because once that precedent has been started, you can't go back. So it is definitely something to think about, guys. So I mean, let me know what you guys think about censorship within video games down below in the comments. What you think about censorship, what games you've played you think should have been more censored or less censored, too censored, whatever you want to talk about. I'm definitely interested to talk about this topic with a lot of people, and I think it would be an interesting topic to talk about as far as all the different things we could do with censorship. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys today about. Just some little housekeeping things here at the very end of the video, because I know only the real OGs stay around for the end of the videos. We got a bunch of great content coming out this week, guys. Got a lot of really awesome videos planned. Definitely going to be making a push over the next couple of days to get a bunch of content so I can get some more produced stuff out to you guys. that I'm really excited to bring to you guys. So make sure you guys are tuning in for later this week. Hope you guys have a great week, and until next time, guys, this has been the Key Master 84. We play games to make gains. Haters gonna hate. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.